this means is if you are in part 3 and you have got a question which you feel is particularly difficult, don't feel like you've got bad luck. Actually, this is a sign that you're probably doing very well on the assessment so far. You're doing so well that the examiner wants to give you a more complex question, because a more complex question gives you the opportunity to give a more complex answer. It gives you the opportunity to demonstrate better vocabulary choices, perhaps more complex or specialist vocabulary that can give the examiner enough evidence that you deserve a higher band score. Similarly for grammar, if it's a more complex question, you're probably going to need to use slightly more complex sentence structures and relationships between ideas. So for all of these things, having a slightly more complex question gives you the opportunity to show the examiner how good your English is. It gives the examiner enough evidence to give you a higher band score. So if you are aiming for top scores, maybe band 7, band 8, or even more, this is where you have to impress the examiner. It's this opportunity at the end of the test when the examiner is giving you those more complex questions. This is where the examiner is really going to make the decision on where your final band is going to lie. So the main message is the reason that many people are scared, slightly harder questions in part 3, is only going to be a problem for you if you are doing very well by that point. So take it as a very good sign if you get a hard question in part 3.